Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Allie's Amazing Scents. If you're new here, my name is Allison, your independent Scentsy consultant, and today I have a lot of empties to share with you, so we're just gonna dive in. It has been quite a while, probably at least a month, so. Okay, first thing we have is a non-Scentsy, non-wax item of some cotton balls from Target, the Up and Up brand, and these are the Super Jumbo. I got through a pack of those. I really like those for cleaning out dishes with versus the cotton cleanup. It's a much better value, and so I've pretty much transitioned to these and away from cotton cleanups. Okay, let's see here. We have a couple light bulbs. We have a pink 15 watt that burnt out. We have a clear 25 watt. Let's see here. I have not used all of this, but I wanted to share here. Let me adjust this. Well, let's show you here. Ocean Mist and Aloe Oil. I think I picked this up at the end of fall winter season, and this is a spring summer scent to me. I'm really enjoying this as a nice fresh scent. Sometimes if I don't want to change out all my wax, but it's almost gone scent-wise, I'll just throw some oil in my diffusers and let those run. And that's a quick, easy way to fragrance a house. And yeah, this is just a nice, fresh scent for this time of year. I did get through a hand soap here. Put it in a bag because I didn't want it to get sticky, but this is Caramel Apple Craze. I got this in a flash sale, and it's nice, but Scentsy, that's the only way I would really buy their hand soap anymore, just because it is kind of pricey. But it was nice, and my girls really loved that scent to wash their hands with. Okay, laundry. I got through a washer whiffs, small washer whiffs tub in Velvet Moon. I'm going to adjust my camera here, and you guys might see some stuff in the background that we haven't talked about yet, but that's okay. Velvet Moon. So this came out as an LTO in laundry in the Harvest collection. It was a floral winter fragrance for 2 seasons before that as wax. A really, really nice scent. I do have this in my club in bar form, and Foggy Mist is one of the notes in here. And that is, yeah, that's a good description for this. Just a nice winter, slightly powdery floral. And this did okay in laundry. It was nice. It wasn't like the strongest washer whiffs I've ever smelled, but it did linger on clothes for a little while afterwards. So if I saw that in clearance, I would pick that up again. And then I got through a full-size tub of washer whiffs in Scentsy Clean. This is one of my favorite scents in washer whiffs, and unfortunately it's no longer available. I think I have one more large washer whiffs tub of it that I got in the Scentsy Subscriber Club exclusive section of the website. But other than that, yeah, it's gone. You can't purchase this anymore, but this is just a really nice classic clean laundry scent, and it is a banger of a scent, very strong in throw. So sad that that's no longer available. Okay, let's see. Pods. Got through several pods here. I think these are some old ones that I took out of my Hall Wall Fan Diffuser, which I haven't really been using. Bonfire Beach, that is a good scent in any type of form. And these were in my Air Fan Diffuser, Marvel 9 Realms. These were nice too. That's a nice fresh scent, no longer available. Bonfire Beach is still available. I have a random pod here of Velvet Moon, and I'm honestly not sure where that came from. So in my hallway right now, I have 2 pods going of Honeymoon Hideaway. You guys, this is a great scent. Next time it comes up for voting, I highly recommend voting for it. It's been back in Bring Back My Bar a couple times, and I had it in my club, but I removed it. It's a lighter throw scent, but it's so, so pretty. It's a tropical floral scent, so highly recommend that one. And it actually performs pretty good in washer whiffs, ironically enough. Currently I have Mickey Mouse and Friends going in my vehicle. So we actually recently had to get a new car. We got in an accident and everyone is okay, but our car was totaled. So we just recently got a new car a couple days ago, and I asked the girls what they wanted to be the first scent in there, and everyone said Mickey Mouse and Friends. So this is a fun, like, candy peach ring type scent, and it's doing really well in there. I have the Scentsy Go, the black one in there, which I have had to replace that. This is my third one. The first two, the USB port wore out, and then I got this one, and I'm thinking maybe it's because I was putting it in my cup holder in my car, and it was bending it there. So I am now putting it in a different vehicle, a different spot in my vehicle, and I'll let you guys know if I continue to have problems. Let's see here. Scent Circle and Fluffy Fleece. This is an old one that was in my husband's car, I believe. Black Tie Affair. I feel like that was in his car as well. Because I switched out his Scent Circle when I started driving his car. I have this old bar of Bonfire Beach, and I honestly don't even know where that came from. Because we don't make car bars anymore, since he doesn't, and I don't really use them because I feel like the value and the performance in them went down towards the end there. So yeah, like I said, Black Tie Affair, that was in my husband's car. But once I started driving his car when we were down to one vehicle, I put a Blue Agave and Melon in there. And that was really nice. This was a scent that was in the summer collection a few years ago, and then it was in catalog for like 2 seasons, I think. But it did not make it back to catalog this season, but it is in my club. A random beat up dryer disc in Fiji flower. This is really old, and my oldest daughter Maddie had it in her sock drawer scenting it, but it's ran out of scent since then. Okay, now we're going to talk about different zones in my house. We'll start with my laundry room. My bedroom. I did a bar of freshwater sage. This is one of the new scents this season. This was really nice, fresh kind of spa scent, but it didn't have much longevity. Yeah, it was nice for about a day. So would I warm this again? Yes. But I'd be willing to buy one more bar, maybe let it sit for a little while and see if I can get longer performance from it. But I did like that one. I think that'd be good year round. In my bedroom, I did 11 Happiness from a former Bring Back My Bar. This is a nice, like, chestnut body care type scent. Really pretty. Really like that one. That is in my club. Also in my bedroom, I did Snow White in the Seven Dwarfs Kind Heart. This was a bar I had from last time this collection came out, but it was recently re-released with the live action Snow White movie. And it is a floral scent. So you have to like floral to like this one. There is a note in here. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of unique. But I did enjoy it. It's not something I need to club or anything like that, but it was nice. Decent performer. In my bedroom, I did Simply Irresistible from a former Bring Back My Bar. And this is just kind of another nice fresh spa type scent. So that was good. I went back and tried Bloomin' Marvelous. So this was a scent of the month last spring. It is now in catalog this season. But unfortunately, even with an older bar that had been sitting for like a year, I just did not get good performance. So it's pretty, but it's also pretty light. I've heard the pods do good. I don't know, but I don't think I would purchase this bar again. As pretty as it is, the performance was lacking. Okay, so also in my bedroom, the last one in my bedroom is Maui Mist. This is from an old Bring Back My Bar. You can see the pinstripes on it. I think this was poured in 2020. But this is my all-time favorite scent. And I recently hauled a D-stash order of this where I got 16 bars, I believe, 17 bars. So I am set on this for now. I did do a video of that unboxing, but I love this scent. It's so good. Yes, it does have rose in it, but it's just the prettiest, like, tropical spa floral type scent. I don't know if it's really that tropical. To me, it reads tropical, but just really beautiful, changes and develops throughout time. And it's not necessarily a boomer, but it goes at a medium strength for a very long time. So I think I had this in there for like a week and thoroughly enjoyed that. You'll be seeing a lot more of those in my empties. Okay, let's talk about my open concept now. We'll start with bricks. I did 3.5 brick cubes of pink apple and nectarine. So this came out as a Scentsy did a spring brick collection a couple years ago now, and I just absolutely love this scent. I did not club it, but I purchased like 4 bricks at the time, so I think after this brick I have 1 more left. This is a great performer in my open concept. It's kind of like a perfume body care type scent, but super nice. So I was happy, very happy to have busted that out. I was kind of in a floral mood because when I took out all my bars from my collection for spring summer, I had a lot of floral in there. So you will probably be seeing a lot of floral for my open concept. The next one we have here is iridescent. This was a limited time offer Scentsy brick when Disney World celebrated 50 years. And it is a official fragrance of Disney resorts. When I went on my tour at Scentsy Home Office, they said that this is like the only scent that Scentsy has ever had outside input on. And so Disney did help to create this scent. I personally think it's too floral for them to be pumping through all their resorts. I'm surprised that they went with something this floral. To me, it's very floral. It's pretty, but I just think that this could be kind of a trigger for someone who's sensitive to scents. So that's just my opinion. I have heard people say that it smells like, I think Melissa said it smells like Amazing Grace perfume, and I can see the similarity there, but yeah, I think this is just pretty heavy on the floral to me. Okay. Currently on my open concept, I am doing Dumbo Soar High Through the Sky. This was a limited edition brick that came out when Scentsy had this exhibit at Disney World, I think it was. It was a ride, but also a scent experience where you could experience this scent, Dumbo Soar High Through the Sky. And to my nose, this is very, very similar to Ruby Nectarine. So since I finally got a bunch of Ruby Nectarine bars now, I just thought, let me go ahead and warm through this. I have 3 brick size cubes going in my open concept. So that's about a full bar. And, well, no, it's about 8 cubes, I would say, give or take. Anyway, it's doing really well and I'm really enjoying it. And so I'll be using this brick up this spring, summer for sure. Maybe one more warming on that. My last brick I used is Happy Birthday. This is an old Scentsy brick. I got this from a D-stash. This was $5 on Facebook Marketplace for a full brick. And it's older, but it is a great performer. So I think I used 2 cubes of this. Oh yeah, I warmed it, alternating warmers with whipped frosting, and that was an awesome combination. Happy Birthday and whipped frosting. Highly recommend that if you have access to both of these scents. So this, we'll probably see this come back and bring back my bar voting. It usually does when it's eligible. It's like a confetti cake batter, basically. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get rid of some of these bags here. In my open concept, I did 2 bars of Ruby Nectarine, and this smells like the Dumbo Soar High Through the Sky, but it also smells like just fresh nectarines, like you're sniffing the skin of one in a produce area. Just so authentic, so good. Absolutely love this. I think there are some apple notes in here, but I just get fresh nectarine skin. So 2 bars of that did well. Alternating warmers, I did Dumbo Soar High Through the Sky. This is my favorite Dumbo scent out of the 2. Really, really love this. One of my favorite scents. Always makes me happy. It's got vanilla, clementine, peach, mango, I think. Just a fun, fruity, tropical scent. Did that in alternating warmers with Confetti Showers, which is another one of my favorite scents from the Mardi Gras collection. And similar kind of scent profiles, just a fruity, fun type scent, but this has a little bit of floral. Actually reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. Was it the Last Petal one that they had? Anyway, that was a great combination. I really liked that. So I would do that again. Those are both in my club. Let's get this next bag out of the way here. Okay, this was a good combo that I did recently. Huckleberry Clementine, which was a Bring Back My Bar Club exclusive bar several years ago, mixed alternating warmers with black raspberry vanilla. And that was a good combination. I was worried Huckleberry and Clementine might overtake black raspberry vanilla because it's so strong, but it didn't. They played very well together. And sorry, I cannot, dog hair in my life, 24/7. Okay. Oh, that actually goes in a different pile. Okay. Going through my florals in my open concept, I did a bar of Taj Mahal from a somewhat recent Bring Back My Bar. This is just really, really, really floral, really powdery floral. I did not really enjoy this, but I spaced it out in my open concept. It's just, yeah, super powdery floral. In my open concept, I did Luck of the Rainbow with Squeeze a Day, and that was a great combination. Luck of the Rainbow was a scent of the month. Was it February or March? I think it was February. And it smells like Fruit Loops. Actually, it smells like Skittles to me. Particularly like the lemon and lime Skittles. Really good, fun candy citrus scent. I am going to keep this in my club for a little while. Hopefully I can stock up on it beforehand, but it'll be in my club. Really enjoyed this. And then Squeeze a Day is just a lemon vanilla scent. Really versatile this time of year, and those did mix well together. Like I said, I did this whipped frosting with Happy Birthday and really enjoyed that combo. Okay, another combo with whipped frosting. I did alternating warmers, whipped frosting, and strawberries and cream. Strawberries and cream was, I believe, the January scent of the month. And this was a nice combo. I did really enjoy that. I think strawberries and cream is pretty strong on its own. Yeah. I might pick up one more bar of this in a club or an order, but I don't think I need it long term. But it is a really nice strawberry bakery type scent this time of year. My last open concept combo, this was awesome. I did Fizzing Whiz-Bees from the Harry Potter Honeydukes collection that we saw about a year ago, and then Minions Banana. So this is like a chocolate strawberry scent, and then banana. So chocolate strawberry banana, and man, that was so good. My girls walked in after school and they were just in love with it. Unfortunately, it did not last that long. I usually don't do Fizzing Whiz-Bees in the open concept. I think it did okay. I just didn't get the longevity that I get in a smaller zone with it. But that was a great combo. Those two, I would do that again. Sorry for the wax and everything again here. Let's talk about, I guess I only have a couple from my girls' bedroom. I don't know what was going on there, but they're both the same bar, actually. Sippin' Poolside. This was a new release last season. My daughter Maya's favorite of last year's new releases, and it is back this season. And this is a fun, fruity, aquatic type scent. Yeah, so I don't know. Now I have a couple partials of these to get through, but that was good. I would repurchase that, and that's probably going to go back in my club at the end of this season. It's a great performer. Okay, in my office, I did Isle of Clover. This is the... Oh, no, I think Luck of the Rainbow was March's scent of the month, and then this was from the... Isle of Clover was from the St. Patrick's Day collection. This is a really strong green scent. I used to be really into those types of scents, and I'm not as much anymore. But I liked it. I did in my office, but it would have held up in my open concept. If you're looking for a really strong, fresh green scent, that's where it's at. That would probably mix good with a floral too. Okay, in my office from the new 10 new scents this season, Island Bloom. So far, okay, this is not my least favorite, but it's down there because this is a fruity scent despite the name. It's a berry scent. And sometimes with Scentsy berry scents, certain ones, I get like a cough syrup note, and that's what I got in here. You got a little bit of a cough syrup note. I think if I would have done it in a bigger room, I might not have smelled that as much, but that would not be a repurchase for me. This one's probably, oh no, this is a scent of the month for April, the current month, Keep On Blooming. And I did 6 cubes in my office, sampled one out, and then I'm going to give these other 2 to my mom. This was really strong. It lasted like a whole week in my office here. Keep On Blooming. But it's just it's very, very floral. It reminds me a little bit of the floral one from the Catching Z's collection that had a blue tansy note in it. I don't think that's in here. This is like a cherry blossom scent, I think, but yeah, this is really floral. You have to like floral. I think my mom's gonna like that one. There's a lot of floral scents this season. Another new one from the 10 new releases is Barefoot Beach. This is in the woods category, and it's kind of like people have compared it to Solje de Janeiro. It's in that same family as Solje de Janeiro, the Boom Boom, or Cookie and Coconut, or Sandcastles, any of those, but it's got a woods base, so it's not quite as sweet or floral necessarily. This was nice. I don't know. I think I still like Sandcastles a little better, but this was really nice, and I think I am going to go back and revisit it. So yeah, that was good. I think it's been pretty popular too. From the Easter collection, I did a bar of Lemon Heaven in my office, and you guys, this was awesome. This is a great lemon bakery scent. I think it's like lemon and cookie, sugar cookie or something, maybe. Maybe I'm making that up, and like an almond extract, but this is really good. If you liked lemon coconut chiffon, or what was that lemon bakery that had the lavender in it? Not lemon pound cake. Anyway, kind of reminds me of that one. Drawing a blank on it. People didn't really like that one because of the floral note in it. But this doesn't have any floral. This is really good. I did put this in my club for a little while because otherwise you have to get it in the Easter 3-pack. And this is good enough where I would repurchase it on its own via Scentsy Club. That is good. I'm really into like fruity scents this season. Citrusy scents, and also love me a good bakery, so this kind of gives you both. And it was a good performer. I'm going to do that in my open concept next. And then last one I have here to share with you from my office is Wild for Wildflowers, also from the new 10 new bars. And you guys, this one was awesome. This is in the citrus category, and actually reminded me quite a bit of Confetti Showers or the Beauty and the Beast scent that I was talking about. Quite a bit. And it lasted a really long time. So I'm not ready to kick Confetti Showers out of my club because of a scent memory I have with it. But this is a solid contender. This is really good. I'm going to purchase more of this, and I might do like a wax wars between this and Confetti Showers and that Beauty and the Beast bar. And I don't know, this might give Confetti Showers a run for its money. I think this is a really good value bar. Strong, long-lasting, lingering. Several mornings I would come in here after my warmers being off for 10, 12 hours, and I would still smell it lingering in the air. So that one is probably my favorite so far of the new releases. I really, really impressed with that one. Okay, let's talk bathroom. First thing I want to talk about, let's talk laundry room. One non-wax item or non-Scentsy item here is Goose Creek Dragon Fruit Splash. Got this at Walmart. I did enjoy this. It was a nice on scent appeal, but the Goose Creek wax doesn't really get hot enough in my Scentsy warmers, even with putting just 2 cubes of this in a 40-watt Edison bulb warmer. It didn't fully cool out. So yeah, there's that. probably because they do have some paraffin in them, but I think they're mostly soy. But I did enjoy that on Scent Appeal. I don't think I'd repurchase it, though, just because of that issue that I have with them. Makes cleanup a little bit more difficult. From the new... Wait. That... I didn't do that in there. Sorry. But I did have a puck of that. Pearlescent Coast. Somewhere in here. And that was from... a whiff box where they gave us these little pucks. Let me show you the size of the container. There's probably, I don't know, 2.5, 3 cubes of wax in here. So enough to really get a good feel for a scent. And this one, I really liked actually. Between this and Ocean Shimmer of the new scents, this one was stronger and it did decent. So I did enjoy that. And actually, while we're talking about it, I did a couple cubes of that in my garage, 2 cubes, and it did decent. It could have used a little bit more. Even though it's stronger to my nose than Ocean Shimmer, it's still a light scent. Yeah, so I'll probably let this sit for a little bit, see if it gets any stronger. While we're talking about pucks, I did a puck of Italian Sunshine. I don't know, maybe I already talked about this in my last Empties video, but this is a new release. This actually could be up there for a favorite for me too. It's a little more unique than Wild for Wildflowers. Really, really pretty. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like cashmere and corduroy type vibes. It's got a really nice, comforting scent to it. And our neighbor girl came over yesterday and went in my laundry room and she said, "That's why I love your house. It always smells good. It makes me want to live here." Something like that. And I thought that was so sweet. Yeah, she's 5 years old. So that was kind of sweet to hear her say that. So she's a fan of Italian Sunshine too. And that is going to be a repurchase for me, possibly a club contender. The next puck I did in there was Freshwater Sage. I already talked about that one. Nice, but not long lasting. Okay, so I have a fully empty and a partial here of Peach and Grapefruit Mimosa. I love this scent. Very strong powerhouse of a bar. This was in the Easter collection last year, and now it is a catalog bar. You're going to get great bang for your buck. I can use a full, actually like 6 cubes in my open concept, not even a full bar, and get several days performance. It's like, what was that one? Oh, I'm drawing a blank on it. Oh, yeah. Well, we had a scent of the month a few years ago that came with that peacock warmer. Why am I drawing a blank on it? This is like that, but much stronger. And yeah, really great value. My daughter Maddie doesn't like it, but it's a grapefruit scent that I can really get behind. Be Fabulous. Yeah. It's the same kind of grapefruit as in Be Fabulous. I was doing this in my laundry room until we got a off-brand litter robot, which I highly recommend. Oh man, this electric automated litter box, amazing. We went on a trip and we used that and it did awesome. So I don't really need to put strong wax in there anymore, but I'll probably use the rest of this one in my open concept. Which, when we went on that trip, I think I misspoke. We went to Colorado and went skiing, and I actually brought Luck of the Rainbow to that. So I said I used it in my open concept. I might have used part of it there, but I did use it in the condo that we stayed at with my mod warmer, and it worked like a charm. Luck of the Rainbow, it did great in there. So anyway, Peach and Grapefruit Mimosa, that is a good value scent. Let's talk about my last zone, which is my bathroom. I have a couple bars here that I did a war on, and they're not bathroom scents, but I did a wax war with Butterbeer, which is a Harry Potter Butterbeer collection. It's okay, so it's quote currently available, but I believe it's still sold out. So you can still add it to your club, but at this point, it's sold out on the website. I don't know if they're going to restock it. I did a war of butterbeer, which is butterscotch, caramel, and vanilla with Gimme Candy, which is another butterscotch type scent. Candy corn, honey, I think is one of the notes in here. I love Gimme Candy. Everyone in my house, aside from my husband, we're all huge fans of Gimme Candy. We love it. We warm it all the time. So butterbeer had a lot to go up against. And I did 2 cubes each. And then I think I did the rest of butterbeer, in my girls' room. And they liked it. So I am here to report that between these two, if I had to pick in a war, I would still have to go with Gimme Candy. Gimme Candy was the winner for me because of performance. I felt that it was stronger and longer lasting. Now, that being said, I don't know when this was poured, but it's an older pour. This was a fresh new pour, this butterbeer. So, especially with it having vanilla in it, it's probably going to get stronger as it sits. So I am going to get another bar of this in my Scentsy Club so I can compare them again. Butterbeer is an extra $1. But, so I think, yeah, the overall winner is Gimme Candy, which I'm happy to say. I love Gimme Candy. But I also don't want to discount this because it was a really nice bar. And Gimme Candy is not available today as we speak. I don't know if it's going to come back next season. I'm kind of worried about it. So if you missed out on that, grab some butterbeer, throw it in your club. This is a really good bar, and it was a decent performer. It's just that it has such big shoes to fill with Gimme Candy. So yeah, Gimme Candy was the winner there. Yeah, okay, so continuing with my my bathroom, and then I guess I do have one more zone after this. Just had a little bit of Squeeze a Day sitting in a bag here that I did use up. Ocean Shimmer, like I said, this one is a new release that it's nice, but it's really light. This was the lightest out of the bunch to me. So I wouldn't repurchase this, and I'm going to let it sit. There's better, stronger aquatic scents out there, like Ocean, that I have in my club, where I don't need to purchase more of that. But if you are someone that likes scents on the lighter side, that could be a good option. A good aquatic scent that's not too strong. Now, this was a strong one. Sweet Pea and Freesia. This one, I think, does have a rose note in it. And you have to like rose. Or not rose. You have to like floral. Powdery floral to like this one. So I'm going to probably give the rest of this bar to my mom. She likes these types of scents. I think she'd really enjoy it. But you have to kind of be in that niche of people who appreciates those types of scents. I actually do like these types of scents in my bathroom, like rose type scents, but yeah, I don't think I would repurchase that. The next one I have, the last one I have, whatever, for this zone in full-size bars is Desert Twilight. And I only did 2 cubes. I sampled that one. This was light to my nose. So this is one, yeah, it was light. I do get like a little bit of that clay note in there, but I'm going to let this sit. At this point today, I would not repurchase it. I didn't think it was a good performer. Maybe that'll change after a few months. Let me talk about the last 2 bars in a different zone, and then we'll come back and end it with testers. So my daughter Maddie's bedroom. She has like 2 favorite bars right now, and they're both new releases from last fall winter. One of them is Vanilla Amber. This is such a pretty vanilla scent. It's in the bakery category, but it is body care and absolutely gorgeous. It's a vanilla I can smell and love and get behind. And I hope this stays in the catalog for a while. I think it's a good sign that it made it fall, winter, and spring, summer. So let's hope it sticks around. So she did Vanilla Amber. And then this is probably her current favorite is Pistachio Woods. My husband doesn't like the pistachio in here, but I do. But she warmed this bar and immediately wanted another one. She put in her new one, and I walked in there and I said, "It smells like vanilla in here." And she goes, "Yeah, that's why I like it." So in her room, which is a smaller carpeted bedroom, the vanilla comes out more. But when I did it in my room, which is a little bigger but carpeted, I got more pistachio. So go figure. Could have been the weather and different factors like that, airflow, but either way, this is a really pretty scent. I think we'll see it again next fall, winter. I hope I'm right on that. Let's finish out with some testers. These were pretty much all done in my bathroom unless I say otherwise. This is a big party size tester, an old one, Garden of Love. These big old ones are kind of, most of them don't have much scent. So that one was kind of unremarkable. Titanium, this was a masculine scent. I was in the Scentsy Man category back in the day. And actually did have some smell. I did like that one, but basic masculine scents. This was in the Romance collection, Garden of Love. Oh, I want to show you guys this tester. Look at this. Look at the size of this. This is like probably their original ones. You can see I got it at Goodwill for $2, but there's a lot of wax in these. So I just like took some out with a butter knife, and I have several uses left in here. For a mini warmer, Plumeria. So this was a floral scent, and we have seen that come back a few times, I think. Oh, Snapdragon. That was a nice one. That one's kind of on the lighter side. It was around for a couple seasons. Prickly Pear and Agave, same color scheme as our Prickly Pear Flare from the Easter collection. That was nice. I enjoyed that when that was in body too. Mickey Mouse and Friends, I already talked about that. That was a good performer. That was a nice peach ring scent. Clean Breeze. This is the same as the Scentsy Clean that I talked about in Washer Whiffs. You can still get it in wax as Clean Breeze. Also in brick form through Scentsy Club. That's a good performer. Luna, that didn't have a lot of scent left to it, but that is a kind of staple floral scent. Aloha Citrus. I know a lot of people didn't like this. It has retired. I like it. It's a floral with vetiver in it, and so I think it's fun, but that one is no longer available. Lilacs and Violets. This is just, that's what it is, Lilacs and Violets. Very floral, traditional floral type scent. Tangerine Creamsicle. Oh, this was good. I wish this came back. But I do have Orange Dreamsicle in my club now. But Tangerine Creamsicle is a good one. I think we'll see that get voted back eventually. Berry Bright. I didn't really like this one, but a lot of people like this. They compare it to Aladdin 3 Wishes. Summer Moonlight. This is really pretty. This is the 3rd season that this has been around, and I don't hear people talk about it as much as they did, but it's a nice body care, fruity floral type scent. Reminds me a little bit of Spring Forward, if you guys remember that. 100 Acre Wood. This is in the current catalog in the kids section. It's pretty, but very light. It's like a really light vanilla type scent. So vanilla lavender. If you like light lavender scents, 100 Acre Wood is good if you're sensitive to that type of thing. Black Raspberry Vanilla. This is an OG Scentsy scent. You can't go wrong there. Mystery Man, another Scentsy kind of classic masculine scent that's been around for a long time. Blue Grotto, another one I didn't really like, but it was very strong. This is a year-round citrus scent, and I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is a good value scent. Pink Sugarberry Mint, I also don't like this one. This was a scent of the month that made it to catalog. I think the mint note in there is kind of weird, but it was popular. Another one I didn't really like. I'm sorry, guys. Rainbows and Butterflies. That was a fruity, kind of youthful scent. Jammy Time. It's a Scentsy classic. Gotta love that one as a fresh laundry, relaxing type scent. Baked Apple Pie I did in my kitchen tester. And it's just an apple pie with a cinnamon note in it. And then the last one here is By the Sea. This is a powerhouse. I'm glad that this came back this season. I think it's now going to be seasonal instead of year-round. Anyway, that is all of the wax that I got through, a ton since we spoke last. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to try to do this more frequently. Life's been really busy with kids and sports and work and all this stuff, but I'm going to try to do this more often so I can talk about stuff while it's more current. So anyway, let me know what you guys have been warming. And are you feeling the floral vibes right now as we get into spring, or fresh, or what kind of stuff are you reaching for right now? Thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.